Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I wanted to just film a get ready with me. Simple, nothing complicated, but I've been gone for 2 weeks. I couldn't really film anything for a while and it was stressful, and I thought I'd just hop on here, chit chat, holidays. I decorated my room. There's even like a little tree, but the way it's set up, I'm in front of it, so that doesn't help a lot. But I thought I'd just hop on here. I'm gonna use my Finish 9 by New Year's products today, just because this is what I'm using now to finish it. I'm using some of my new Black Friday purchases, and I thought, yeah, I'd just show you a little bit, a few new things and a few old favorites. I'm gonna start by doing my base, and I am at the end of this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. I literally have to slam it so many times to even get anything out. I think I have 1 or 2 uses still. See, now I'm starting to get something, but this is as good as finished. I'm very happy. I don't really finish foundations very often, and oh goodness, maybe this might even be the last one. I'm literally scraping here. You guys, we might have just finished a foundation on camera. There isn't anything left anymore. Do you guys know how to clean the inside to actually get everything out? Bah, I don't know if it's even worth it, but I like this foundation. It works well. It's a very good everyday foundation. I have this thing, I don't know if it happens to you guys as well, that I have my more expensive foundations and products, and I keep them for special occasions, and then I tend to use drugstore products for every day going to work and stuff like that. The thing is that then the special occasions come very rarely, so I end up using the high-end stuff very rarely, and it can even go bad by the time I actually have to want to use it again. I don't know, maybe it's only me, but I feel bad using expensive products just to go to work on an everyday basis. I don't know, am I the only one? So, here we have the base, and the foundation is as good as dusted. I think that was a success. I still have some on my hand, a little bit, what you cannot really pick up with a brush, and it's always so dirty. Moving on to concealer, I'm using the Nabla No Filter or Close-Up Concealer. Sorry, No Filter is Colourpop, and the shade is Cream Beige. And this one is I'm also trying to finish, but it feels infinite to me, also because I use so little that one scrape inside is enough. But I'm following my progress with this using a scale rather than a I don't know, because you cannot see it in the tube how much you have left. So I'm using a scale to weigh up my products that I don't know how to measure otherwise. It's been working. The only thing is that if it's not new, I don't know how much the total weight at the beginning was, and how much I still have left. So also, let's appreciate how lazy I am. I didn't even wet my sponge. I didn't feel like it. This has been happening a lot, so I just use a dry sponge to apply my concealer. The problem with this concealer, I feel that if you don't take off the excess, it gets really, really wrinkly. It creases a lot, and I prefer to use a sponge that will absorb the excess even when it's dry. And if I use a brush, then otherwise it's way too much product somehow. Here we go. There we are. I like, this is my everyday base. For powder, I'll do also my usual everyday. This is the Peach Perfect by Too Faced. I have been using it since October when I got it in Milan, and I just literally tap the center of my face. I put a little bit on the lid. I really like the way this powder, the packaging, because it has this thing that you can close. So it's really not messy. I really, really like it compared to any other powder I've had before. And this is just to keep my oily skin under control, and you see I can still have a little bit of dewiness on the side of my face. Fun thing is, now I still have stuff in my lid. I can dump it in here, close it, and it's all safe, and I can reuse it, and it's not a mess. I really like that packaging. Then for the rest of my face, I will be using my Hourglass powder. I always just use this shade here, which is a setting powder, and I set all of my face. So let's talk a little bit about Christmas and holidays, shall we? My parents were here last weekend, and because my brother graduated from his master's, he's quite a bit younger than me, and they decided to come up for that ceremony, rightfully so. And I asked them if they wanted to have Christmas early, because we're not going, my husband and I are not going to Italy this Christmas, because we alternate. One year we go to Italy, one year we stay here. So this year we're staying here. While I chit chat, for bronzer, I'm going in with the Jouer medium to deep. And since this year we're not going to Italy, I asked my parents if they felt like doing holidays and Christmas early. So we had it in the second weekend of December, just to exchange gifts. And my brother came from Rotterdam, and it was really nice. So we made our first tree. You might have seen on Instagram, I've been spamming everybody because I love that tree so much. And the rest of my house is also decorated for that. For highlighter, I'm going in with Anastasia Beverly Hills and Amrezy highlighter. This is so pretty. I got it with the last restock on Cyber Monday. Beautiful shade, and I was afraid it was too dark or very, I don't know, with a strong base, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, so Christmas, half of it to me is already done. I already also exchanged gifts with my husband because, yeah, his family doesn't really do gifts. So we didn't want to exchange each other's gifts when there were no gifts for anybody else. As blush, I'm going in with Jouer Adore, the peachy one, and mixing the two shades. So Christmas is kind of done. I mean, I'm not gonna have anybody else over, which is good because having my parents and work has been crazy. It really, really stressed me out. So that was why also I had no time or mental space to actually even do photos for Instagram, or it was really, really hard on my brain actually to have so much. It's multi-rake. To have so much to do and just to think about presents and doing everything 2 or 3 weeks in advance, stuff like that. So I'm taking my Wet n Wild eye primer, which I'm trying to finish and I never will manage probably, to set my eyes. Oh, to prime my eyes, sorry. And yeah, it was really nice. And now work is still ridiculously busy, but we have nothing to do during the weekends, which we did kind of on purpose. We are only having dinner with friends this evening, and then next weekend is pre-Christmas craziness, and I will be going to sauna with a friend of mine just to relax and chill. For my brows, I'm using Nabla Brow Pot, also trying to finish this one, but I'll never manage. It's just infinite pot of brow gel, but I'm really, really liking it, so I'm happy to be using it more consistently and not bouncing around between products. Yeah, so, and then for Christmas we are going to cook for everybody in my husband's family. All of the brothers and sisters are there with partners, and we're doing it at his parents' house, and we'll be cooking for everybody. That's kind of a tradition because me and him really love to cook, and it's a way for us to take the burden off of his mom so that she doesn't have to prepare food for 10 people. We always think it's like, we always love it, and it's a moment to experiment with new dishes, and also for them to try new things, because otherwise it's you tend to go always for traditional Christmas dinners, and I don't know, we like to experiment with a little bit fancier things. Last year we made a ossobuco, which is an Italian dish, actually inspired by, we saw it made on TV by Jamie Oliver, with a saffron risotto, and it was really, really nice. And of course, I don't know, to me Italian is always nice to eat, and for me Christmas is always crostini, so toasted bread with salmon on top or other things on top. And yeah, it's just different from the traditional Christmas dishes here. So when my parents actually came, we made them more traditional Dutch dishes, which I think was really fun, because for the Dutch family we cook Italian, and for the Italian family we cook Dutch. So we made what here is very traditional, which is stampot, which is boiled potatoes and vegetables together, and then they mashed it all together. I don't know, I don't eat that often either, but it was really nice. I'm setting my brows with another product I'm trying to finish. This is the Colourpop Brow Boss. This is actually really nice. It's really setting, let's say. But again, infinite. And I have so many brow products that I don't use. I was so surprised. Anyways, let me see. I don't know what to do really for eyes. I have this palette here from We Makeup that I'd like to show you, because there's been, to me, some controversy with this. I was expecting something that I didn't get. But on the other hand, I also got this new Mulac Cosmetics eyeshadows that I purchased on Black Friday, and it's partially a new collection of theirs and some old staples. So I really don't know what to wear. And then I infinite palettes actually. I have the new Colored Rain one, as well as the new, as well as this Mulac Cosmetics palette. Maybe I should use this one and just do a very Christmassy red eye look. What do you think? Okay, I zoomed you in and I decided I would do just a mixture of all the palettes that I have here in front of me that are new and do a Christmas inspired look. So I'm starting from the We Makeup, this shade here. It's a very basic cream. This palette has given me so many issues, you guys. It is a pain. Some of the shades are nice. The shimmers are really good. I'll use this red here as well today. That's beautiful. The shimmers are nice, but the mattes are just, I don't know, too difficult to work with and not really worth the work to me. From Mulac's Different palette, I'm taking the red that's called Call Me Queen and starting to pack it into my crease. And you will probably have seen by now my Black Friday haul and the decision I made there. I decided that that was my last haul for a while. I picked up so much makeup lately, and I was a little bit shocked in myself. I had a list. I really had a good wish list that I thought I was gonna be able to follow, but then Beauty Bay had a discount that was on more things than I expected, and they were really good 50% off sales and stuff like that, and I was really drawn in, to be honest. And then I just purchased a bunch of stuff. So I have next to me actually a basket full of new stuff that I'm trying. Look at how nice this red is, by the way. It blends so nicely. It pulls a little bit cooler toned when you blend it out, but it's really pigmented and not blotchy at all. I'm really impressed. With Mulac Cosmetics, I had a little bit of issues with their, end of summer collection that they put out. But so I wasn't sure I wanted this palette, but then they refunded me with a gift card from their website because they couldn't manage to give me the money via PayPal somehow. So I was like, okay, with Black Friday, let's place an order. I knew I wanted a liquid lipstick from them that I liked, so I decided to, just go for it. For my outer corner, I'm going in with the Colored Rain Vivid Pigment in Squad down here, which is a beautiful dark green. It goes a little bit teal depending on what you put with it, but I don't know, I really like these eyeshadows. I had bought the singles or some of them at least, and I wanted to slowly build up that collection and have them all in my possession. But then they decided they weren't gonna make these singles anymore and only in the palette. So I was left with a few singles and wanting to buy the whole palette, and I couldn't. So I was a bit disappointed. And when this palette went on sale on Beauty Bay, I decided I'll just buy the palette, and I am selling the singles. I have 2 left to sell, so that I can at least get back that money that I spent on those. Some people only want a few colors, and I managed to sell almost everything, so I was very happy about it. And the quality of these, I find for colorful eyeshadows that they're really, really good. Among the various Black Friday discounts, Colourpop was having free shipping, so I made a few small orders to avoid customs, and I got finally myself a white concealer. This is their Fair 00, and I just wanted it to use as a base for eyeshadows. So let's see how that goes. I'm very curious. I don't do many cut creases, as you know, so please be gentle. And I'll try to be precise like these beauty gurus on Instagram are. It's just not realistic for me to do these things on a daily basis, and it's fun sometimes, but that's about it. Okay, it seems like we have a white base, half cut crease. On here I wanted to apply this shade here from the We Makeup palette and show you how beautiful their shimmers are, because they really are. And this red, it reminds me a lot of the Kat Von D shade from their Too Faced collaborations, because it's a bit of a warmer tone red shimmer, and then also similar to, what is it, Mulac Cosmetics Blazed, I think it's called. I don't know that was a good idea though, because the difference between that and the matte is not very big, so the cut crease isn't really cut, I guess. I don't know. As I said, not my thing. I'm gonna blend a little bit with the darker green again, or what's left on my brush anyways, and see how it goes. I will try to apply with my finger this darker green here and see if I can transition these a little bit nicer than the matte on the end of the concealer. And I'm being really literal here with Christmas inspiration. And that is because I am following the same challenges as we were doing all fall and through November. Every week, a group of us girls on Instagram decide to do a look that is inspired. In November, it was Fantastic Beasts. In October, we had some Halloween movies, and in December now it's Christmas images. So I think this is a nice option for that as well. And you have the green and the red, and it's very literal, but hey, Christmas. It's nice, right? I have quite a little bit of fallout on the inner corner of my eye. So I'm gonna try to clean it up without getting too much of my base off, but it's inevitable, I guess. I am taking this NYX, what is it, a Vivid Bright cream color in the shade Bad Blood, and I'm using it as a liner. I started with a black, but I thought a deep red would also be pretty. And sorry, I can't really speak when I do this very well. And I'm gonna also apply it underneath on my waterline. I had to wet it a little bit with some Duraline, but it came out nicely as well. And actually, I just went through quite a big declutter, and I am really happy with the state of how my collection is right now. I found these a bit more fun. It looks a little bit difficult if you declutter a lot of things that you don't use on a daily basis, but I think it's quite nice. I'm gonna take the same red from Mulac Cosmetics under my eyes. And for my inner corner highlight, I'm gonna try to put this glitter. It's called Expensive. It's not a pressed glitter, but more of a shimmer with glitter in it. I'm gonna wet my brush because I don't think that I can get it off of the pan otherwise. And let's see how it does. I haven't really used this before, but I tried to swatch it and it did not swatch very well. But here we are having some glitter transfer, which is good. And it's quite bright, I like it. Okay, I'm gonna do my other eye off camera, put on lashes, and we'll be back. I am back with both eyes done, and just for the sake of it, I wanted to wear a green lipstick. Is that crazy? Maybe. While I was going through my declutter yesterday, I found this Makeup Revolution lipstick in the shade Atomic Serpent, and it's a green lipstick. And I said, just for the lols, just keep it. Maybe you'll use it for some looks. And let's see how it looks with this. Crazy. And here is the finished look. I'm not sure I will go out like this tonight. Probably a different lipstick, but there is a long time until then. I hope you guys enjoyed just hanging out with me today while I was getting ready. And yeah, let me know if you saw anything that you'd like reviewed specifically, and let me know what you're doing for the holidays. I just felt like chatting, you guys. I'm sorry. It's probably an infinitely long video, but it was fun. And I will see you soon in my next video. Bye!